And we're back. Here we go. Wait.
With your host, Mario Romeo.
Bum, 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 bum. This is embarrassing. Guys, with every live show, there's a gamble. And we're off for a second, but we're back on track, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Inside the Sewing Room. Yep. I'm your host, Mario Romeo, and I'm thrilled. I'm excited. I'm just, oh my God, I'm beside myself. We have the one and only host of the DJ Laz Morning Show on Hits 97.3, Miami, and Pitbull's Globalization. I almost had a stroke saying that word for some reason. Globalization channel for Sirius XM, producer, rapper, bass dropper, problem solver. That girl's falling. Oh, I got her. DJ Laz, ladies and gentlemen. For real is here. All right, so I thought it's only appropriate that if the facts that we give this time around be DJ facts. Why not, right? So here we go. Let's get to it. DJ fact number 1. Today, most DJs are males with only 24% DJs being females. That list includes, of course, Oxy, Daymars, Juicy M, and David Guetta. Okay, next. That was all right. Next, in 1975, a hip-hop DJ called Grand Wizard Theodore discovered the scratching technique when he accidentally played ABBA at a block party. Just here we go. How do you... That went way better, and DJ Laz just left. Next, in 2016, DJ producer Calvin Harris dropped his craziest single of his career, Taylor Swift. That was good. That was good. Next, not a lot of people know this, but the famous mass electronic music duo Daft Punk is made up by 2 guys, Enrique Iglesias and Marco Rubio. Hey, I didn't know that. I had no idea he was into music. Marco. Next, last DJ fact of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Laz is in the building. Huh? It's a big one. We got through it. There you go. Huh? And by the way, if you don't know what Laz looks like, that's it's not to scale again. But all right, now my favorite portion of the show right here. WTF videos. Here we go. You ready for them? This is the part where I find some weird shit online and and I share it with you guys. I give it to you guys. And then I just give it to you guys. Here you go. Number 1. This one kind of pissed me off, but then I was like, how shitty was that kid? Check this out. This is a preacher, pastor, man of God, and he's talking about he was in a youth group and a kid wasn't paying attention to what he was saying. And this is what he did. So check this out.
There was a young man in Calvary. His name was Ben. And I was running a youth group. I was there for a few years. And he was a nice kid, but he was one of those kids that was always he's a real smart aleck. Was a bright kid, which didn't help things, right? Made him more dangerous. What? And we were outside one day, youth group, and he was just trying to push my buttons, and he was just, kind of not taking the Lord serious. And I walked over to him, and I went, bam! I punched him in the chest as hard as I crumpled the kid. I just crumpled him. And I leaned over and I said, Ben, when are you going to stop playing games with God? I led that man to the Lord right there. There's times that might be needed.
There's 0 fucking times that's needed. 0. I led him right there to the Lord. Yeah, because you fucking killed him, Pastor Lunatic. If that was my mom, she found out, she'll just change his denomination. She would just, a niño mío, my song. Next, this kid, I guess he was being a kid, and he, I don't know how this happened exactly. I would love to see that video, but he swallowed his dog's toy, and he's talking to his mom about it. Check this out. Good thing it wasn't his mom's toy. And I just love this mustache, so I'm gonna go ahead. Last one. I'm gonna bring out our next guest to this one. Ready for this? Look at the mustache. Look at the mustache. Yeah. You know how many girls? 4 exactly. I dogged up to this song. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this man took us on a journey into bass. He's made every ass from Key West to the Galapagos shake it to tracks like Esa Morena and Miami el Negro. DJ, producer, rapper, and host of the DJ Laz Morning Show on Hits 97.3. The man, the myth, the trifecta of Miami. Mr. DJ Laz!
What?
There he is, bro.
What?
Bring it.
Boy!
Bring it in.
It is a sauna in
Bring
this
it in.
bitch. What up? Alright, so we're
let's
switching.
figure-
Is that paper on the ground? What's happening right now? Alright, hang on, I'm taking your chair.
Come on, go ahead.
I'm taking your chair. So, alright. Welcome. This is the sewing room. Ven pa acá. Alright, by the way, I want you to know that I handled the baby duties over there just now.
Thank you. Did she wake up?
Yeah, I
Thanks,
breastfed.
bud.
We're good.
What?
And it's only a little bit of Hennessy. So,
No, it's not a... Thank you.
tranquilo. Again, no problema. Oh, you like the music in the background?
No, I love it. I love it. I really do.
Hi, Ali, que hola.
Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Laz. Wait, that was the wrong
Wrong,
one.
no, Coño.
Dude, thank you so much.
Coño, déjate eso.
Holy shit.
Hey, shout out to my boy Joe. Oh, look, we're spilling liquor.
Oh,
This is bad.
you know it's going to be a good night.
This
you
is
know it's
bad.
going to be a good
And
night.
I almost took your drink. Shia, you like that?
Shia,
That
that's what
shout
I
out
do.
to my boy Georgie
Of
in
course.
Homestead, tuned in right now.
There you go, Georgie boy. How you doing?
So tell him what the deal is right now.
Listen, bro. I got some stuff here for you.
Dale, habla.
All right, first of all right, this is weird. I'm never on this side, but all right.
Right?
So,
nice angle, by the way.
thanks, bro. Makes me look thin. I look like a bearded dragon right now.
I like,
Yeah.
and by the way, the room is as small as it looks, just so you know. Maybe a little smaller, I'm not gonna lie.
He opened the door and he goes, "What am I doing with my
Oye,
life?"
abuelita tiene que ser chiquitica, coño.
That flaquita, yeah. Great Depression still sticks with it. So listen, this is what we're gonna do. Where did it all start? Where did it all start?
Oh my God.
Where did this music?
Bah.
Take me back, man. Take me back from. All right, first of all, what high school did you go to?
MacArthur, and not the delinquent one.
Okay.
I was in Broward. My parents got divorced, so I lived in Broward.
High class.
High class mierda.
class.
Hada eso.
High class. So were you always into music?
My
high
brother was a DJ.
Okay.
And rest in peace to my brother Ray. Passed away a couple years ago.
Sorry to hear that.
But he was a DJ, and I remember the day that I decided to be a DJ. Ready?
Okay.
I went to go help him do a party.
Uh-huh.
We played music,
Chicks.
met girls, and got paid at the end of the night. I go, bitch, this is for me.
Not a bad gig.
Not a bad gig
Not a
at
bad
all.
gig.
30 years later, here we are in the sewing room. You know we've made it, people.
6 fans, baby, on rotation. This one's for you right here.
Yo.
No,
and we got the fans. We're not lying. By the way,
we really do got fans.
This is Hialeah air conditioning at its finest. Ten cuidado que se te va a soplar el pelo.
Gracias.
Mira, you know. So yeah.
So all right.
So-
So you, in my head, like I
Right.
picture like a straight out of Compton type of beginning story with.
Oh God,
how you
name it. Listen, that I am very proud to be in the sewing room because at the end of the day, my ass wasn't supposed to walk. I was supposed to lay flat in a bed my entire life. I think I've done pretty damn good.
talk to me about that. All right.
Sure.
So all right, I got to be honest with you.
Go ahead.
For a while, I thought a pimp with a limp was just
You're not the only
a
one.
Pimp,
You're not
and you
the-
just
yeah.
kind of walked, kind of like tremendo fucking.
Aha, with a gangster lean.
Yeah, you're tremendo marimbero.
Well, imagínate.
Pero
You're not the only one that thinks that.
But I come to find out you actually did have a
No,
muscular.
100%, 100%.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Born with the bottom of my feet, ladies, strippers especially, you might appreciate this. The bottom of my feet touching my chest when I was the bottom.
Okay.
So imagínate, I was a Cuban pretzel.
You were meditating.
Aha, and natural birth. I still apologize to my
Natural.
mom every time I see her. And my dad. Viejo, perdón, yo, carajo. So at the end of the day,
Yeah,
exactly.
claro.
So at the end of the day,
Wow.
you know, mommy, like most typical Hispanic women,
Yeah.
a lot of faith. She named me Lazaro in honor of Saint Lazaro.
Claro.
And imagínate, the rest is pretty much history. Decided to make records after I went and hung out with my brother and saw him, meet chicks, play music, and get paid. But he was very complacent.
But were you already into?
Not at all. Here's what I told my father when I was going. Damn boy, I've paid for this one 1 billion times over.
Okay.
I told my old man, oye, cómprame a mixer, two turntables, and a microphone.
Yeah.
You never have to buy me anything else again. Because, imagine, the rest of the kids are outside jodiendo, montando bicicleta, haciendo esto, haciendo lo otro. Y yo, mira,
you got.
So I'm in the house and I'm doing, and my mother would come in and she'd be like, Lazarito, coño, que vas a romper el disco con el chiqui.
My mom would do that too.
It's the same.
My mom would do that.
Bro, they're all the same.
That disco. Tom Jones. I got Tom Jones records. And
Hey, until the day that I showed up at my mom's house with a brand new car. And I go, by the way, one of the proudest moments of my life. I go, vieja.
That was on the questions.
I said, vieja, mira, esto para ti. Me dice, coño, sigue con el chiqui, que te estás trabajando.
Cheers to that, man. I'll drink to that.
All day.
Mm-hmm. I'm still in the sewing room, but I'll get there.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna donate an air conditioner for this motherfucker. Is what I'm gonna do.
Is this one on?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I got
that one's right on the ass. That's not good.
Let's vent here.
So,
all right. So what else?
Shout out, look. Shout out.
No,
I like that.
People are tuning in for it.
I appreciate it. First of all, thank you very much. A lot of years.
So Bob Rosenberg.
Bob Rosenberg, man. He's
who is he to you?
Oh my God, he's the guy that gave me my break as far as radio. My brother used to DJ parties with Bob. Bob is the guy that went on to start that group Will to Power.
Okay.
And a bunch of #1 records. And at 14 years old, Bob it was hilarious. Bob loved me because I was crazy. Because I would say anything to anybody at any time.
Right.
And Bob was running late to a party. And my brother had to go to another party. So he goes, yo, Bob's late. I need you to go on. Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, the only place I had ever spun up to that was in my room.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, exactly.
Now or never.
So, Bob, empiezo a tocar, and I started doing the thing. And Bob gets there, and he sees the people jamming.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, this fucking kid's pretty good. And he tells my brother, he's like, yo, your brother's gotten good.
And what was he? What was he in terms of...
Bob Rosenberg was the DJ Laz of the early 80s.
Okay.
He was on Hot 105. Yeah. He was, he was that guy.
Yeah.
And Bob gave me a big break, without a doubt.
Wow. And
And then Bob loved how crazy I was, so Bob said, hey, Laz, I want you to come on the road. And I was the road manager at 14 years old, walking around New York. Let me re-say that. Limping around New York.
But you did it cool, though. You did
it was the gangsta lean all day. It was swaggy all day. And imagínate, walking around, we'd be doing shows, $15,000, $18,000, $20,000.
At 14?
No, and that wasn't my money. That was the group's money. But I'm the one handling the money.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the craziest shit in the world.
Holy shit.
And then I just wanted to make my own records. I wanted to do...
All right, so I want to talk about that.
Sure.
Right? So that opened a...
Thank you, Bob, by the way. I know you're tuned in somewhere, so I appreciate you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Mira, if you discover somebody else.
Rosenberg, all day.
Coño, Rosenberg. So you said, all right, these things are opening up. So you saw a bigger vision. You saw a bigger picture. You said, all right, I want to take this to the next level. Who were you idolizing? Who were you wanting to get to? Like, what level did you want to get to at that?
DJ wise, obviously Bob was a big figure in this market, so I was like, damn, I would love to be the next Bob.
Yeah.
But shit, musically, I grew up. My mother was a singer in Cuba. My dad made the cover of the New Times here for the best mojito in Miami years ago. Yeah. And the crazy part is I would always hear music in the house.
Yeah.
And I remember the first day that I was fucking around with Mami el Negro, El Africano. And I was playing Boot the Booty on the left turntable, and on the right side, I was doing the chicka chicka Mami el Negro, da 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 da. And I'm like, yo, that shit sounds good.
Yeah.
So I couldn't wait.
But you were did you hear other samples? Did you hear?
No.
Was that the era?
No.
That was the era.
Yeah, I was just fucking around with a merengue record and a booty beat. Literally fucking around. And I said,
you're like, I like that.
I said, this sounds good. And I could not wait to try it, to let people.
That's crazy.
Let people hear
that
it.
Track.
So I did it on the radio. At this point, I lied. I got the job at 14. I told everybody I was 18.
No. That's fucking de carao
all day. But you know what? At the end of the day, you gotta fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? And I lied my ass off. And
this is a studio.
Hey, Joe, no, for real, no. We're in a penthouse. This ain't the sewing room.
This is up there.
And the craziest shit in the world, check this out. I remember driving to Coral Gables. Okay? No driver's license. I was 14 years old. And the day that I got my driver's license, homie, you know I got pulled over the day I got my, because I got cocky. Because before then I was like, ooh, paranoid, motherfucker, please don't.
Left, hand over hand.
Yeah. The blinkers, everything by the book. The day I got my license, I'm like, fuck y'all now. Woo!
The cop stopped you because he used the blinker. That's what it was.
Yo, I got cocky is what happened. So,
fuck.
Get pulled over, whatever, get my first ticket the first day I get my driver's license. Ain't that some shit?
There you go. That's a story right there, man.
It's the truth.
All right, so I want to ask you, dude, there's so much I want to get to.
Dale.
So, I made beats. I made beats for a while.
Okay.
And how did that? Because we're talking about two different eras. Don't
worry about it.
I know. There you go.
I'm donating the fan. Hear that tick? That's not my knee.
Me por los huevos.
No, oye, hay calor.
I got you.
Yo, venga, dale. Habla.
So, all right, did you just you recorded? How did you sample that? How did you sample the vocals over the beat?
The Mami el Negro?
Yeah.
It was live. It was mixing the record live. That's it. And then a guy that I had helped out that I broke his record, which was Danny D, Boom, I Got Your Girlfriend, that he brought me on a cassette. He said to me, hey, yo, Laz, man, I would love for you to hear this. And I heard the record and I go, shit. Boom. And I remember playing it off a damn cassette. It was like, boom, the button, push the button and the record played. And it was an instant success. So I hit up Danny and I go, hey, I got an idea for this Spanish booty thing, whatever. Let me know what you think.
Wasn't really going on in...
No. But, buddy, in the sewing room right now, you got an innovator. Okay? Because we did this shit before anybody else.
I love it.
And at the end of the day, I hooked up with Danny and DJ Wiz, and I told him, this is my idea. Let's do it. And we did it. And boom.
Let me ask you this.
Dale.
Copyrights.
Oh, no. We ended up... we paid.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Because once you get... One thing is fucking around and just playing around and making no money.
I know.
The next thing is once you get
level.
signed to a label, then you got to go get the sample clearances and all that shit.
So
and we did.
So at first,
At first was hablar cubano a Pepe cojones. But as soon as the white people get involved... Ese mismo.
Claro.
As soon as you get the attorneys involved and everything,
contracts and all that shit.
That's right. Then it is what it is.
I always thought that, those were samples, but did you have to start paying these people?
Oh, yes.
So even to this day, do they still get a track?
Absolutely.
Every quince, every fucking club, every movie, they play that in.
Yes, sir.
Holy fuck.
That's called publishing. So make sure you guys get your publishing right when you do it. All right, write that down.
All right, I got it. Talk about that.
Yeah.
22 years at Power 96.
I did. I spent 22 years there.
How was that?
An amazing experience, but I got to the top that I was going to get there. There was no other place to grow, so it was time for me to move on and do what I had to do. And I wanted to take a little break, and I did. I took a year off, and then I went to L.A.
I saw that. Yeah. You were the first.
L.A. was fun. I was doing coast to coast.
You were the first Hispanic to have a multi.
Coast to coast show. I did L.A. and Miami, and it's fun. But you know what? One thing I realized, I was burning the candle at both ends. I was pulling 18-hour days. I don't care how much money you make. If you can't enjoy it,
your family.
Papito, albeit that ain't worth it.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I said, you know what? Time to move on to the next thing. So, and Hits 97.3 is where I'm at now doing the morning.
Right.
Great place, great company. Shout out to Cox Broadcasting.
Cox.
And at the end of the day, now I got that. Me and Pig got the Sirius satellite channel called Globalization.
We're going to get to that, bro. That's a whole other, how much time do you got?
DJ.
Espérate.
No. Hey,
bro,
I'm going to donate a makeup girl. She's a midget, but she's good.
Let's be perfect for this room.
No.
I know, man. Coño, qué pena.
No, aquí no hay pena, bro. Aquí lo que hay ventiladores. Hialeah at his finest.
All right, let me ask you a few questions.
Dale, habla.
Let me ask you a few questions.
Hey, esto cierra la puerta porque abuelita está...
Espérate.
Abuela, dale un cafecito, por favor.
Ay, gritería, cojón. Está la gente no miendo. All right, so Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael Jackson.
Easy?
Yeah. That was an icon. I mean, so was Prince, but I just preferred Jackson music.
Right. Two Live Crew or Celia Cruz?
Oh, man. You're in two different genres here. What are you trying to do to me?
These are random.
Listen,
These are random.
I got
questions,
you.
bro.
I see that. It says random questions.
Our writer.
Yeah, no, the writer. Thank
Yeah.
you. Appreciate that. That's
All right,
the neighbor down the block.
We're doing the questions now.
For booty, 2 Live, for overall global status, Celia Cruz, and icon. Dale.
J-Lo or Sofia Vergara.
Abido. It's got to be both of them at the same time. And the only reason I kick, and the only reason I kick either one of them out of bed is so I can hit it on the floor. Okay.
Tuck your kids away,
Yes, please.
whoever's watching here.
They should be sleeping anyway. Second day of school, you bastards.
It is. Which, by the way, that was pretty rough today. No traffic, anything?
No, see,
No,
that's the beauty about doing radio. At the time that I do radio, I don't get any traffic.
At 4 in the morning, no?
Right, I don't get any traffic on the way to work, and I don't get any traffic on the way home from work.
That's the thing go. Favorite sound?
Musically?
Your favorite sound?
A girl moaning, if that's what you're asking. Sorry.
Your favorite musical artist? Your favorite musical artist?
I have so many different ones from so many different genres of music.
When you're driving, who does DJ Laz?
Okay, it depends what mood I'm in. Vamos a hablar claro. If we're here being honest in the sewing room, then we're going to be honest in the sewing room.
That's what we're here for.
And look, I got my photographer outside. And yeah, that's right.
Damn, maybe strike a pose.
Bro, shooting us as we're talking to them.
Yeah, let's do it.
It depends. If I'm in locura mode, of course I love me some old school booty shaking shit. You're exactly what you were attempting to do earlier.
Dude, when your music was hitting clubs, what the fuck were you jamming to?
No, that was definitely jamming my own shit.
Your own shit. Damn, this is hot.
Yeah.
Who made that record?
Damn, I'm like good. I'm like real good.
Okay, all right.
But
I always wondered
if I'm in mellow mode, I'm
romántico.
I could be romántico.
Si estás romántico,
porque tú crees que yo no puedo ser romántico, déjate eso.
Claro, no,
Pero
romántico.
Hey, listen, some old school Sade. Love me some Sade. What?
I agree with that.
What? I would impregnate. Okay, let's move on from there.
Favorite actor?
Favorite actor? Oh my God, I'm typical Cuban answer. I'm going to give you Tony Montana.
Andy Garcia.
Oh, come on. You already know. Al Pacino, dog.
Al Pacino? He's Italian.
It doesn't matter.
Scarface.
Listen, forever he will be Cuban to every Cuban in the world.
You're right.
And you walk in, I guarantee you, if we went down the street right here in Hialeah and knocked on every door, somebody's got a poster of Tony Montana in the room.
I got one in the room.
Seguro.
I got one right here.
If not, you'd get your Cuban card gets pulled.
It does, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have
yeah.
either.
They kick you out.
Or the golden son or something. All right. Career-wise. Your most accomplishing moment. Most fulfilling moment.
Well, obviously, being able to succeed in what you love, you don't consider it a job.
Right.
That's number one. Being able to buy my mom that car after she told me, Lazarito, coño, que vas a romper el disco con el chiqui. That, to me, that was that was definitely
full circle.
Yeah, that was a great moment. But listen, at the end of the day...
Estudia, cojones.
Oh, no. What? Are you kidding? Listen.
No te pongan el suyo medio, no es...
Hay una pila come mierda tratando de hacer lo que tú estás haciendo.
Es un come mierda.
100%. But,
Quédate en mano más.
you know what I had? No, what I had was I had homeschooling because of the leg surgeries.
Oh, okay.
So I was at home, and I had it down pat too. This is great. The tutor had a sick child, and that sucked. The child was in a bubble. So every time I didn't want to be taught or her to come over, I would just cough twice, and she'd give me an A and leave. Kind of fucked up, right? But just so you know, the end of the story, the child is okay, and she survived, and it was a beautiful thing. And I got A's for really doing shit. Go ahead.
Sorry. Your worst or biggest regret. I know you might not regret, but if you could choose, maybe career-wise, to take maybe musically something you didn't sample.
Here's the way I look at things, and this is written on my son's wall in his room.
Okay.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and that's real.
I agree.
So I don't regret anything. I don't regret anything.
No, leave it there, cojones. Leave it. Period. I love it.
I'm not saying that every shot I took worked, because Lord knows it hasn't.
That's Michael Jordan has.
But at least I can say I did it.
I love that. Favorite curse word?
As you can tell.
Fuck! Alright, your favorite sewing room you've interviewed from?
This is the only sewing room I've ever interviewed
I just want to know if maybe there's other ones.
I'm not. No, you definitely you have taken.
This is a first.
Buddy, you have popped the Laz cherry in the sewing room. That sounded so bad.
No, I've done weirder things in it.
Wow.
The song you enjoyed most to create. These are all questions I've had for like 20 years in my
Okay, awesome.
The song you enjoyed most to create.
Listen, Morena was a blast making, and I remember I made that beat in like very similar to this. It was a little bigger. It was a shed, it was a tool shed at my house in Hollywood.
Okay.
I shit you not. Shout out to Ringo and it's not Trick Daddy.
What's the pronunciation?
No, because this wasn't. This was Daddy CeeLo, but everybody mistook him for Trick. I don't know why. No. But shout out to my boy Ringo and Daddy CeeLo, because we were in the studio or in the tool shed. I made the beat.
You can call it a studio.
And no, it was a tool shed with a fucking drum machine in it.
All right.
And I made the beat, and the guys were like, "Yo, that shit's fire!" And all of a sudden, Ringo starts going, and then he said, "No, say this word. Say something about Morena. Oh, Morena. The bitches be moving to this song. Oh yeah, Morena." And I was like, "Okay, write that down. And within a half hour,
when that hook comes on, it does not matter where you're at. People fucking lose their shit.
Because it's
how far has that track gone?
Oh my god!
Like where have you?
Listen, there's people that make great records, and there are people that make hit records. That falls in the category of I made a classic. That is because that's one of the I see kids dance today that weren't even fucking born when that song was made, and they know all the words and they're shaking their ass and shit they shouldn't be doing.
So what do you do? All right, so were you already getting some traction when you made that track?
Yeah, that was I already did Mami el Negro.
You did 94. You did This Is a Journey.
That was fun, and you know how that record came?
I'll tell you how the record
came.
Let me tell you real quick. File safe.
Got it.
That was one of the first that I remember
cassettes.
That I remember popping in and hearing the bass.
Taking some of his
This is a journey into bass. Go, you want a little bit more? No, I got people here, bro.
Do you?
Hey,
abuela, por favor, levántate de la silla rueda y dame un trago. Perdón, mamita, perdón. Oye, te compro un pastelito mañana.
She doesn't even.
Dale, croqueta.
No, she's diabetic.
That stops Cubans.
No, she's from Texas.
Oye, tengo la azúcar alta. Dame un pastelito, por favor.
Oh, yeah, here you go.
Oh, look.
Refills.
Oye, abuela got young. Yo.
La budería. All right, so Jack and
she's got a good doctor.
Dude, so all right, so this is a journey. Tell me.
I was traveling every weekend to Texas doing shows. Texas was a huge market for me when I was doing
you opened for
Selena.
I mean, there's so much to fucking talk about.
Yeah. My first show in Texas, I opened for Selena at Fair Park.
That was your first show?
First show out of Miami.
Selena was Selena.
Selena was Selena, buddy. Selena!
How did you already
The record grew legs. It's funny for a guy with bad legs. The record grew legs on its own.
Right.
And imagínate, Mami el Negro was everywhere, and here we are performing, doing shows all over the place. Texas, like I said, was a market that I was in every weekend. And the way Journey in the Bass came about is I got tired of hearing the damn people on the plane doing the whole speech about fasten your seatbelts. I mean, I knew the whole fucking speech by heart.
Yeah.
So I told my sister. My sister's actually the one in the video. Stop looking at her ass. Right, exactly. Abuela didn't understand.
I've never seen.
So I remember telling my sister we should make a record and use this whole airplane shit in it because
fucking hilarious.
And I said, and so that day on the plane, I start writing down. I'm listening to the lady and good evening, passengers. And welcome aboard. Just like that, I swear to God. And the flight was something else, and I said, ooh, 808 for bass. Boom, that's the flight number. Great.
No,
welcome aboard flight 808. And then the masks that come from the thing on the plane.
Did this just happen?
Yes, like that.
You're like John Nash in A Beautiful Mind. You just
I don't know about all that. I'm more like
that's amazing.
That banged chicks in Hialeah for a long time. But
I
remember, and shit, by the time we landed, that whole intro was done.
You had the record.
And then I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I always loved the record Body Mechanic from back in the day, Quadrant 6. I sampled Body Mechanic. And then the original, muchas gracias, abuelita. Thank you. Gracias, please.
I know. We're going to be here for a while.
If abuelita worked for my club, I would have fired her. Good Lord.
We're losing money with
we'd be broke. Yo. Why is there a line outside and people say the drinks are awesome? Hey, esto es una botella completa en dos tragos para que lo sepa.
Es que está nerviosa, bro.
No.
Jeez, there's a fucking icon in the house.
No, está icon. No.
So, no. Okay, there you go.
Abuela knows.
So you landed and fucking you had a hit record.
Right.
So how do you shop that around? How do you?
Okay, well, once the first record got shopped around, which was Mami el Negro, which nobody wanted to sign, by the way. I went to 3 different labels.
Because of the lyrics?
No, because it hadn't been done before. So nobody wanted to take a chance.
Like with everything successful,
right?
Gets denied a million times.
Nobody wanted to take a chance. I remember exactly this show. This show is going to be.
It's going somewhere.
No,
bro.
it is.
PBS.
Nah.
I don't know. I don't know where it's going. All right.
Bravo. That's a check.
Yeah.
That's a check.
I'll take that.
If not, okay. So I shopped the original Mami el Negro to 3 different people. That everybody turned me down. I traveled. I went to New York, went to LA, everywhere. Finally, I got a guy here locally, Bo Crane, which is still owe me a check, but it's okay. We're on good terms now. He said, you know what? It's different enough and crazy enough to work. And he looked at me and he says, fuck it, let's do it. And I was like, cool, let's do it. Y ahí empezó. And then that record went out, and when Mami el Negro took off, I was like, wow. And then you realize that Miami, as much as I love Miami, it's this big compared to when a record takes off around the world.
Yeah.
So here we are doing shows, and
the crowds just keep getting
bigger and bigger and bigger. No, and that opening for Selena was a huge
How was that?
accomplishment.
Can we talk about that a little
Yeah,
bit?
absolutely. But I didn't know who Selena was at the time. I swear
Well, I
to
mean,
God.
yeah, I guess you're a
I'm a
Miami boy. You're a Miami boy.
I didn't know, and all of a sudden, you know, well, when I walked out on that stage, and this is the best too, because in Miami everybody knows Laz had a limp except for Mario.
I knew.
Cállate.
All right.
Cállate, que ya la jodiste.
Time.
Okay, everybody knew that Laz had a limp.
Okay.
And here we are in Texas. Selena's getting ready to come on. They say DJ Laz. Everybody knew the Mami el Negro song, but nobody knew DJ Laz had a limp. So imagine, I'm going to say there's 25,000 people there, and boom,
The most he played.
Yeah.
The most.
At that time, yes.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the song starts, and I walk out on stage. It was one of these things. It was like, wow!
Hi, but oh wait. That's
Look,
borracho.
¿Qué
Un poco
es lo
tomado.
que hizo? ¿Qué es lo que le pasa? Parece que tiene un paso, pan, trabaja el culo.
¿Qué le pasó a la rodilla?
Yeah, exactly. But then when the record kicked in, dog, and we just started doing it, imagínate, ya.
Disregard.
Ahí se volvieron locos.
And was that like, did that start
Yes.
everything for you?
Yes, absolutely it did.
So how hot was Selena in real life?
Oh my God, I wanted to give her triplets. I said it.
No,
Okay.
it's there. It's on now. You
I
can.
did. And actually, shout out to her whole family, because her family, great people. A.B. Quinceañera, father, Susan, the sister, which, by the way, freaked me out a little bit, because when I went to Susan's house, they had a bronze statue of her in the middle of the living room.
Selena?
Yeah. Beautiful. This is, of course, after she passed away.
Oh, after.
And I was like, wow.
Pretty
That, like in the living room, like, you know, Hispanics have saladas, some
Yeah,
flowers,
yeah.
make some pennies.
Take it to a whole other level.
This is just a bronze statue in the crib. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
But a great family, nonetheless.
All right. So, fast forward a few years. Fast forward a few years later, bro. You start making music. You start meeting people. Somehow, you get to this little corn-rolled white boy. How'd you meet Mr. 305? Pitbull.
Uncle Luke.
So you're fucking with...
Luke called me. And Luke, I would do I produce a lot of records for Luke. I do a lot of remixes for Luke. And all of a sudden...
What? I'm sorry. I'm just so intrigued. What sound? What system do you... What
SP1200. Back then, it was all SP12. That's the next time we do the sewing room, when it's a little bigger in the living room, we're going to set up a thing and we'll make a live record.
I would love that shit.
But you guys
heard it. You guys heard it. Cojones.
No, that's the name of the record, by the way.
You guys heard
it's
it?
It's going to be called You Guys Heard It, Cojones.
Do we put it on a comma?
No.
Just
one word.
Fine. So Uncle Luke hits you up.
Hits me up and he said, hey, yo, Laz.
There's little Chico.
Laz. It's Doodle Brown. Laz. It's Luke. I need you to meet this little Chico that got name is Pitbull. The light skin, light eyes,
But he's cute.
Cuban. Never know it. He's fire. He tells me. I said, well, all right. Just, me and Luke go back here. I said, Luke, bring him to the studio. And he brings him to the studio, and me and Chico clicked instantly. But there was something about him, and I've always said this, in every interview that I've ever done about Pitt, or with Pitt for that matter, dude, he had that it factor.
Yeah.
He had that it factor. It didn't matter if he walked in a room. This is before the suits and before all that shit. I'm talking.
Cornrows.
I'm talking street
Thug.
hit.
Yeah.
But he had that something about. He had a commanding presence.
Yeah.
And exactly, sort of like Mario a little bit.
Did he chest here?
Oh, for sure. Like
Okay, all right. So there's something in common.
Yeah,
there.
no.
Okay.
So, and you're letting it out more now. This is getting weird. We're in a very small closet.
All right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's a room. Sorry. It's the studio.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. So then,
And I remember talking to Chico and telling him.
you call him Chico, by the way?
Yeah. All the
okay.
time.
Fine.
He would bring me records and different songs. And
What did
they were good, but they weren't the one, right?
Because what was he thinking you were gonna do? Just
No. He would bring the songs and you tell me which one is gonna
work.
One thing I loved about him, he took constructive criticism. To this day, by the way, he still does. Does not matter. He takes constructive criticism very well. If I tell him something, it's like, not that I say he's gonna change his whole plan, but he takes it well.
He'll hear you up.
And I remember when he brought me Oye.
Oye, loca.
No,
Wait,
see, you are wow.
Wait.
You have lost your Cuban.
Wait, stop.
What?
Oye.
Oh yeah, my man.
When he's seen in the street.
Oh yeah, my man. That
Yeah,
one.
okay, I remember.
So he brings me that song, and I tell him, Chico, now you got one.
Really?
And he said, you think so? I said, oh no, I know so. Watch.
Really?
And that afternoon, I played the record, and the phone lines lit up. Crazy. Across the board, just everybody. What's that? Ba 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 ba. To play that again, who is this guy? Wow. My thing. So that created the buzz. And then Welcome to Atlanta comes out, and he hits me up and he says, hey, do you have an instrumental of this song? And I said, I don't, but I'll look for one. I'll find it. Okay. So I found one. Shot it over to him. A day later, he brings me Welcome to Miami. And that's the record that solidified Chico in the street. 100%. He was talking about places and things on that song that nobody in Miami had ever spoken about. And that's what really cemented him.
Is this true? I heard from a close source.
Okay.
That he wasn't getting the love that he wasn't first getting the Miami love. He was getting love.
By the way, no artists do.
That doesn't happen, right?
No artists do.
Why?
It's because it's just the way it is.
What's wrong with you fucking people? We're here for you guys.
But that's what happened. That's what happened. But a little different with Chico. He got more love than the average person.
Right.
Still wasn't the big boom. And I told him, I remember, because I would take him on the road with me, and I took him on the road to Texas, and I told him, and this is when he was working on his first album, Miami. Right. Money is a major issue, and I told him.
I remember that fucking bobbing to
monster.
High school, man.
And I told him, I go, hey, wait until your album drops. Watch what happens.
The shift.
Watch what happens. Forget. I told him, forget Miami right now. Watch what happens around the country. He's like, you think so?
Wow.
Cheers to that one.
No, fuck it, I'll drink to that.
Cheers to that one. Then we got banned from a country. Well, I got banned. He just happened to be the bandwagon with me guy. Yeah. Sorry to our friends. If we got anybody in Nicaragua.
Oh, we got some. Oh, yeah, we got Bert, my Pitbull, my man. Boom. We got a bunch of friends just lighting up.
I love it. I appreciate that.
You want to address
Gracias.
one or two people? You want to just address?
Oh, you want to address? Did she send pictures?
Address.
We would have a good TV show. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's do it. What are we waiting for? Bravo's waiting for us, man.
I'll be the Bravo. Let's buy. Listen, now we can just do our own. We just buy the TV channel.
I mean,
I'm lying. I'm lying. We're gonna have an antenna on the top of the roof here.
Giovanna, Tide, Joel.
Hey, if you see me squinting, shout out to Dr. Panu. I love him, but this is the smallest shit I've ever seen in my life.
All right. George, DJ Laz is in the building.
I'm in the sewing room.
So when did so you and Pitt go touring? You guys go everywhere. Your opening act?
Back then I was taking him around. And I was introducing him to people and letting him do his thing. No.
So all right. So how did he go? How did you guys? Did you see that he had the potential to get to where he's at? I mean, I know you saw it.
Listen to me. 100%. And I tell him this all the time. If I didn't help out in the career, I would have been a fan no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But when did the Thug turn into the Miami Vice,
buddy?
305.
From my attire, you can tell it wasn't from me.
Maybe
and by the way, shout out Fish Assassins.
No.
That's my thing. FishAssassins.com.
No.
You can check it. Aquí estamos.
We gotta make a record. I could just, even if it's just all audio and talking shit.
We could. We absolutely could.
Aló, oye, haz un calor. Estamos sudando los huevos.
No.
Alright. So, I got a fan right now.
Bro,
how big
ese
is your
fan,
sack?
bótalo para el carajo, que eso no sirve.
Eso
es tremenda mierda.
That's my father-in-law.
No.
So, I don't know.
Listen.
What else you got? Alright, so, oh, yeah.
That was the beginning.
Uh-huh.
Then came Welcome to Miami, solidified him in the street. Then came Culo.
How many beats did you produce? Did you produce?
I handed him shit. Hell, I wish. You think I'd be sitting in the sewing room right now? Oh, look, good shot, cheap shot, blaga.
No. And you're gonna get paid for this? You think, babe? No.
Got that check. And by the way, I want you to know that there's absolutely no money being exchanged for this. This is because I believe in this guy, and he's the motherfucking man, and he's gonna be the next big thing to blow up. Especially because I sent you a reel out to some hot shots in the movie world. So,
hey, and you guys,
but him, I am getting a percentage of.
Yeah, you've learned from me. Wait, and this guy, everything touches fucking gold.
Thank
so
God.
I no,
even the leg.
You don't.
It's bronze.
You don't understand, for real, dude, how much this shit means to me. It really does, bro. I'm gonna get a little.
No, that I get.
Tío, quick, bring the
tissue.
Apúrate
que Mario Dale está llorando.
I really appreciate you being here, bro. What's the next move, bro?
At the end of the day, just to sum up this,
go ahead.
Because Culo's a classic one. You remember? You remember Mr. Vegas, the record "Pull Up"? It was on that same rhythm that Culo was on, and we were playing that on the radio.
Did Pitbull ever get, or did you guys ever get in trouble for sampling?
No, because once you do the record, then you end up with listen, buddy. When there's a hit record involved, let me break it down. When there's a hit record involved, money talks. And everything else goes out the window. When you got a hit record, they go, "Oh, we had differences before. Fuck those differences. What can we do now?"
Okay, now we're friends.
And let's
talk this over.
And that record, Culo, came from Pull Up, which was us fucking around on the radio. And when the record would go Pull Up, I'd say Culo, and he'd call me and he goes, "Hey, did you just say Culo?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "You got an instrumental to that?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Send it to me." No. Sent it to him the day later. No. One fucking day later. He comes over and he goes, "Hey, tell me what you think of this." And Little John was already on the record.
So alright, so you're cool. Did you introduce him to Little John, or?
Danny D did, actually.
Your boy.
From Boom I Got Your Girlfriend. Danny D introduced him to Little John in a studio. Imagínate, the fucking music world is really, as big as it is, it's this big. It's
so how many people have you produced? How many people have you stood behind?
Buddy, tons. Now, the best and most accomplished, obviously, Pit.
Yeah.
And to this day, I love going on the road with them. I couldn't do it all the time because it's just too draining. Yeah. But I love to go on the road and see what this has turned into. Because I even told him, I knew you were going to be big. I had no idea it was going to be this big, but he did.
Of course.
So this is a little message to the motherfuckers watching right now. If you expect somebody to believe in you, you got to believe in yourself first.
Babe, you heard that?
Yeah.
You heard that?
Ya se acabó el show. Oye, apaga aquí.
No, we're done.
Apaga la luz.
Apagón, go on.
Like to everybody watching right now, like, listen, when you called me about this show, I said, "What are you doing?" You know, I got this little show on Hialeah, and he emphasis on little show, hence the where we're at. Pero tranquilo. I'm gonna take your camera. I'm gonna show everybody. But you know what?
Yeah.
You believe.
Yeah, I do.
And you make people believe. And you're a funny motherfucker.
Well, thank you.
And we love to have a great time. And if one thing this world needs is people that want to have a great time, because there's way too much bullshit going on in the world. People can't speak their minds anymore. Everybody gets offended. Oye, please.
Caitlyn Jenner talks it.
People.
No, I got inspired by you.
No, because hey, at the end of the day, bro, at the end of the day, look, my brother passed away at 49 years old from cancer. 49. Oye, Live your life and be happy pa la pinga con todo mundo.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And
DJ
I'm
Laz.
definitely donating a damn air conditioner to this show.
What's your next project, bro? Where can people catch you?
I'm opening up Laz's AC and sewing room expansion repair.
That's fucked
That's
up.
the next thing I'm
That's
doing.
fucked up.
No, listen,
What you got going on,
I love to fish, and I've done the music thing, and I'm still going to continue to do the music thing without a doubt. But I love to fish, so I'm dabbling into this
Something
whole line of clothing. I got Bimini Boys, I got Fish Assassins, so I'm gonna do a little bit of that, and continue with the music and just have fun. And I love radio, so that's not going anywhere.
So where can they check you out, bro? You got any live
Hits
performances?
97.3, absolutely. I'll give you all. I just got back. I was in Canada and Ibiza all in about a 2-week period. Yeah, no, they've got a hold of it. Traveling is that. Those 11-hour flights,
Yo, really?
that's for the birds.
I can't do the flights, bro. I went to New York the other day.
Since we're live here right now, this Friday night I'm going to be playing at Icon on South Beach. You ain't got to take a plane. You don't need a passport.
Uber, you're there in fucking 10 minutes.
Nah, 10 minutes.
It's relative for you. I'm saying
10
maybe.
minutes. If I was an Uber driver, you'd be there in 3 minutes.
Yo, really? Well, you got that. Maybe you
Exactly.
another
Hey,
fucking golden thing you do.
Fucking.
We should do a sketch. We should do a sketch. Yo, I gotta get you on a sketch.
Laz as
If you guys want to see Laz on a sketch, me and Laz on a sketch, let's get some hearts and thumbs up right now. Let's get them going.
I see. Somebody just gave you a finger. I don't know what that is.
Is there a finger in the?
Not really. I think that's a thumb. My bad.
That's a thumb.
Yeah, look, I see some hearts.
There you go.
There's a thumb. Look, boom. No.
They want to see you in a sketch.
I said it.
Let's do. Look at that.
Can I play abuela?
Yeah.
I want to put on a wig and about that casa.
I have a wig and a batagas.
Don't make me send you to go get it.
Are we doing a fucking sketch?
Don't make me send you to go get it because we'll do it right fucking now.
You want to do a sketch right now?
You guys want to do a sketch right now?
Hold on.
Yo, bro, I said it.
Bro,
You got all of Hialeah tuned
That's
in right
you,
now.
dude. That's not me.
That's
You think they're
bro.
here to see me? They're here to see fucking
It's a
the legend.
sketch.
Esa Morena.
Bro.
Did you fucking? Did you?
Yeah.
Your
And I
own
skated
music?
too. And I also run a 5K. Go fuck yourself. Go
All
get
right,
me the
I'm
damn
sorry.
wig.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to talk to them. Yeah, bring it out. Why not? All right, so he's going to, I don't know where he's going to get a wig from, but what's up, y'all? Surprise DJ Laz Uber. I like that. I see more sketches. Do it. Sketch right now. Sketch right now. I love you people. Now that Hialeah is here. I love it. Vamos a ver, ¿qué más? Hey, by the way, shout out to my Hits 97.3 family. Shout out to Mike Cruz, to Lulu and Lala, to Frankie P, to the best program director in the world, Jill Strata. Probably wondering why I'm not sleeping because I got to be up at 5, but hey, this shit happens. And look, my battery's dying. Hold on, I got to get a charger. This is great. I think Mario's got something here. This is good. Hey, if you guys would like to see Mario with his own like late night TV show, hearts and all that good shit too. Look, dale, espérate.
That's what I use on the weekends.
Yo,
My bad.
where does this go?
¿Tiene alergia, bro?
Espérate, I think so. Yo.
My bad.
Oye, pero. Shout out to the primo Danny.
I can't believe
Bro.
you're doing this. I
Bro.
can't. What are we?
Bro, you know
What are you doing with your? This just took a whole.
Dale,
Okay,
let's
it's
get
fun.
out.
Like there, you hold on. You want like a theatrical
I
like
need
feel?
something.
All right, there you go.
I need something.
There you go.
Ready?
Okay.
Ok, yo voy a ser abuela.
Mami,
¿Qué?
abuela,
¿Qué te pasa?
creo que encontré una novia.
Ay, tú sabes que esas son unas par de putas lo que usted trae aquí a la
No,
casa.
no, pero esta es diferente.
¿Por qué es diferente?
Porque me dice que me quiere.
Ay, lo que te quiere es el dinero, hijo de puta.
No, pero yo trabajo en Pizza Hut.
Ay, pero quiere que pise de gratis. Tú sabes cuáles son las mujeres aquí, coño. Oye, tráeme otro scotch. Dale, sigue hablando.
Es que creo que me voy a casar. I think I'm gonna marry
Ay,
her.
tú no te vayas a casar con esa, por favor.
Porque tú ni la conoces, abuela.
Yo conozco. Es oscura. No me traigas eso
Es
para acá, por
mulata.
favor. Ay, no atrase, por favor.
Y le encanta la canción esa. Oye, morena.
Pero ¿por qué tú haces así como tú
Porque
eres retardado? ¿Qué te pasa a ti, coño?
Porque es que tiene las manos un poco. Tiene
Y
problemas.
tú sabes, yo tengo las manos y jodidas también.
Pero abuela.
Dime.
Yo. Feo con
No, you
carajo.
be a cute chick.
Espérate,
You be a
dale.
cute
Sí,
chick.
sí, sigue hablando.
Abuela, ¿tú crees que
Dime.
Que you would walk us down the aisle.
Yo no te camino ni al Sedano, para que lo sepas. Ni al Sedano te camino yo.
Pero si tú vas a ir para comprar los bistecs cochinos esos que
Yo
tú
no
compras.
voy a comprar ni nada. Tú no te vas a casar con eso. Es una astucia.
Pero why?
¿Cómo que pero guay?
Pero la amo.
Yo. Ay, cállate. Déjame buscar la chancleta.
No, mami.
Mira,
No,
cállate, coño.
No, por favor.
Esto se acabó. Esto se acabó, por favor. No sé lo que te pasa a ti. ¿Ok? Take two.
Abuelo, por eso abuelo te dejó.
Ah,
That's why your grandfather left you.
Abuelo no me dejó, hijo de puta. Yo cogí a abuelo. Y te lo voy a decir porque no hablas con él otra vez.
¿Qué pasa?
Oye, ¿qué? ¿Y qué es esto?
Those are turntables. It wasn't to scale exactly, but... Abuela, pon eso para atrás.
No puedo ya.
¿Por qué te estás tocando todo, abuela?
No puedo.
Eres tan tocona.
No
I don't know why I turned the cara Wednesday. Eres tan tocona, puta. Puta. Ya te digo,
No
tío.
sé lo que... Okay.
Who the fuck would think this would end with DJ Laz in a wig?
Bro, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, okay?
Look at this shit.
My God, I can't.
Like it wasn't hot enough. You slapped on a
No,
wig.
and I slapped on a wig
And
and
you
a
slapped
damn.
on a
And
wig.
bro, who's it? Is
Did
this
you really
your-
put it
what?
on?
What is this?
No, that's not.
You
mine.
do you wear this?
No, it's not.
You
mine.
do.
No.
Whose is
I
this?
write on Fridays. Fridays, I get undressed.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I want to thank DJ. I did not think this was gonna end up
we will
this
have
way.
we will have a television show somewhere soon.
I fucking agree. I think
I'm
we can
not
do
really
it.
sure. Either that or
I think we
Abuela's
can
gonna
do
roll
it.
in her fucking grave. Something's gonna happen.
I think it was a good sketch. I think I'll snip it.
Mike Sander, what up, Mikey? How you feeling? Look, back in the Zippers days, that was when clubs used. Thank God there were no cell phone videos back then.
Oh God.
That's the truth.
YouTube and all
Look,
that
look,
shit.
look! Somebody from Atlanta, dog. Somebody outside of Hialeah.
What do you think? I'm just very local. I got people, really. What do you do to them?
¿Qué tú hablas, Eddie?
What fucking? Oh, Lord. Ah, lo tiene abajo el culo.
Bro, if we can get people to donate, we need a GoFundMe account. We really do need a GoFundMe account.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, dude.
Bro.
I'm embarrassed. Do you want me to say that? I'm embarrassed.
But let's look at this closely. Can you guys see the
All
dust
right, you gonna roast
on
me
this
right
thing?
live?
Can you see the dust?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Don't leave it. It's comfortable with how it looks.
Listen, people, it's been a lot of fun. Love you.
I want to thank
Yeah, we
you.
definitely
a
need
lot,
an AC.
dude.
No,
I wanna
tranquilo,
thank
say
you.
that. This is easy.
No, I really do. This is easy. This
is fun.
This means nothing.
This is what, look, zippers. How people love zippers back in the
not
day.
Hollandale.
Which, by the way, I got. I
Jupiter,
need,
Florida in the house.
that's
Pembroke.
That's rich money. That's money right there to
I
Jupiter.
got money crowd, bro.
That-
He's
that-
got a few from Atlanta. What do you think? You think I'm only
What up,
fucking around?
Ray? All right, so check this out, though. I got a question for all my people that put zippers up there. Thinking, this is not etched in stone yet, but thinking about doing an old school night
Oh shit.
at, ready?
Wait.
At Scarlett's, which used to be Zippers,
Ya no puedo ir.
okay?
Ya no puedo ir, güey.
Which used to be Zippers, and doing an old school night, and the right side of the club is going to be all what it is now, and then the left side of the club is going to be all the old school shit that we used to jam to.
I like that.
Booty, hip hop, reggae.
I like that.
I mean, La Locura, and there's going to be naked chicks.
Miami.
So,
Okay, well.
did I ruin it for you?
Yeah, I'm up.
Okay.
Say it
Sorry.
in Spanish. Bro, es que tú no aprendes. Bro.
Okay, lo que va a hacer ahora.
Ya lo dijiste, bro.
Pero cállate.
By the way, you were born in Hollywood, so your Spanish is like mine when I go on these fucking interviews and sí, es que a mí me gusta la comedia. It's like a fucking I sound like a trastornado.
Listen, and imagine when I was in LA and they, you know, the
I saw that.
the journalists would come out, the
They're
prop
like Mexicans.
yeah,
and perfect fucking
and
Spanish.
I'm like talking fucking
Sí, pero es que
Hialeah.
soy un disjockey.
No, oye, pero lo que yo hago es hacer es dejar de venga, there it is.
Soy un disjockey.
Un D8.
Y me
Un
gusta-
D8. Bro, I'm telling you, I like this whole.
You like this shit?
This
It's pretty
by the
fun,
way,
right?
my first time on Facebook Live.
Stop.
I shit you not.
Popped your cherry twice?
Twice.
Are we dating
Hang
now?
on a second. I need one of these.
No, see, I can sell you that one if you want.
Like I said, I need one of these. So
I got that one for like $6.
good, perfect. Is it on eBay?
Yeah. Tranquilo.
All right, so old school, we're gonna do it. We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna have a great time.
They want it.
And I think that we need to do a monthly show. And Laz, I need those fishing shirts. No problem. Fishassasins.com.
Oh, plug it. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Fishassasins.clothing.com.
Model, cojones. There you go. Mira. Oye, espérate, güey.
No tengo que hacer. No tengo que. Esto va a ser un show diferente.
So, all right. So, when's your next? This Friday.
This Friday at Icon South Beach. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Mario's gonna be my guest host.
Boy, vaya.
For the night, and we might even film that shit. Yeah, for sure. I feel like I'm sweating. The fat guy in a fishing shirt. That's for sure. Hey, but I got a nice hogfish yesterday, so it makes up for it.
Was it a nice hog?
Nice hog.
You caught it?
No.
You reeled it in?
No, not at all.
It left?
Yeah. No.
You just...
What is that?
Fish. I don't know, man. I'm drunk. I don't give a fuck. You fish? Take me fishing. Let's go. Let's go catch some groupers.
You know what grouper translates to in Spanish, right?
No.
Chedna. Goodbye. Have a great day.
Have a good one.
Nos vamos.
Ladies and gentlemen,
DJ Laz.
DJ Laz. You can follow him on
Instagram, DJ Laz973, and on Twitter at The Real DJ Laz. Until next time, have a great day. Mario, he needs a bigger room. This is hot as fuck. Bye.
Thank you, bro.